Saturday the 17th of January 2015. This is a chart for Doray Minerals, Australian gold producer, one of the sort of smaller gold producers with a single mine currently. It's had been a very good performer the last 1 month or so since they decided they would update the market and update guidance to another 10,000 ounces of production and cut their costs by about $100 as well, I think. So the margins are very robust, about $500 an ounce at the current Australian dollar gold price. So it's doubled in the last month or so, and with the gold price rising the last week, Doray's sort of kept going, even though there is signs of a little bit of selling pressure here. You can see the sort of long candles and a few, closing near the lows, and it's looking a little bit overbought here, and the run's a bit stale. But I think if the gold price keeps going, Doray will keep moving up. The other thing to remember is they've currently got a takeover offer for Mutiny Gold, and they've got 78% of the shares of Mutiny Gold, so that looks like it's going to be wrapped up by the end of the month. And they've also got an offer for Mutiny Gold option holders. I've drawn on some of the historic support and resistance levels. The first one is sort of this 50-cent level. We've broken above that this week, so that's looking fairly positive, even though there is a little bit of selling pressure, but I think it looks very positive. And so the next sign is this sort of 70-75 cent level where there's been a few peaks and troughs. One thing to remember is when those options expire in August 2015, I've got an exercise price of 47.5 cents. So assuming the offer goes ahead, there's going to be a few people converting those options and maybe selling shares. So that could put a bit of downward pressure on the share price. It is, it's historically been fairly illiquid. You get these quite strong runs in the share price on relatively, small cash turnover. I've got this little repeating range on here. Oh, sorry, the wrong one. You can see that there was sort of this move repeated here, and there was a capital raising up around 90 cents, I think, about this time last year. And we're sort of heading at a similar trajectory at the moment. You can see the slope of the move is very similar. So, these guys are really good operators. They built their Andy Well mine very quickly, paid off the debt very quickly, now trying to extend mine life. And I'm hoping that their urgency to pursue the transaction with Mutiny is an indication they've got some financing options lined up. They've got a very aggressive timetable to develop that deposit, the deflector deposit. So if they can use the skills they've had at Andy Well and get deflector online by mid next year, that'll be a very good generator of cash, and I think they're one for the long term. I know a few people have referred to them as sort of a mini Northern Star, and I sort of support that view. Management seems to be really on the ball, and they've got a history of working at underground mines with a lot of the staff being from Dominion Mining. So it's definitely one to hold for the longer term, but in the short term we could see some trading volatility with the takeover concluding.